All right, guys, today we're going to talk about extended warranty companies and how a lot of them just absolutely suck. Let's get into it. Got this situation going on, and I just kind of want to put this out there because we're going to put a big video out down the road, hopefully pretty soon. We're gathering a bunch of data on extended warranty companies, and not all of them suck. That's obviously some of them do pretty good. And we'll call out the good ones. I think CarMax has got a good extended warranty company. They tend to pay really good. They don't complain. They just know it's part of the deal, right? They said they were going to cover these things, and they just do it, right? I can't really name any other ones off the top of my head that I think are really good right now. Some of them are better than others. But this particular one is, I'm not going to call out the negative ones, and I hope you guys understand why we can't do that, right? If I sit there and call out negative ones and name them, that puts us into a bad situation. This one has to do with cars, and it's a company that's on TV quite a bit. It's a company that was, I think, just what got a settlement that happened, but they also deal with the thing that Captain America carries. So imagine that. So you guys can extrapolate out the name of it. But this company, I just feel like sometimes they're just not straightforward with people. And I'm careful with my words, and I have to be, right? I know a lot of you are like, just say it. Yeah, I got to be careful. But I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm saying the facts. I feel like they sell people stuff. They say pay a monthly deal, and they literally advertise, we're going to cover everything that, you don't have to worry about your car anymore. You don't have to worry about your car bills anymore. And that's not true. And they prey on, I think, people that, think that that's, or not prey on them, but they think that people just think, oh, I got this warranty, I'm good. Here's a perfect example. This man came in and, he had some air conditioner issues and he had some door issues under the dash. It's a Chrysler. It happens all the time. The doors break. So he had a couple of doors broken, and we replaced that. We fixed that, and we get done with it. We go and test drive it, and unfortunately, and this truck only has like 89,000 miles on it. It's a 2005, but I'm going to pump this up. And you can see the radiator. It's cracked. And it's got a crack in it, right?
Pretty cut and dry.
So, not something that we looked at before. We did the AC stuff. We pulled it in. We checked the doors and everything. We saw that the doors were broken. We didn't see this. We test drove it when we're done, because we always test drive vehicles when we're done pretty extensively. Everything's good with the AC part of it. Comes back. There's some smoking right here. We see that. Here's the thing that really bothers me is, we talked to this client. He said, I've been paying I've been paying these people for years, monthly, and I thought everything was covered. And now they're saying that because he doesn't have proof of a coolant flush being done on this vehicle. Now, the coolant flush isn't technically due mileage-wise for 102,000 miles, but it is due at every 60,000 miles. It's a 2005. The client just says he just doesn't have proof of it. I don't know if he's done it, didn't do it.
How many miles are on it?
It's got 89. Right? Here's the thing. Here's what really struck me, though. The guy that we talked to at the warranty company said, oh, we don't have proof of a coolant flush, so the leak's not covered. If it was a flow issue, we would cover it. But it's a leak, so it's not covered. That makes zero sense on the face of this planet. A flow issue could definitely be caused by not doing a coolant flush, right? I mean, we could get some debris in there and cause it to block up. This leak, not so much. So I feel like it would have been the opposite if it would have had a flow issue. Then it would have been, oh, we don't cover that, but we'll cover a leak.
Yeah.
They're just trying to say we would cover something except this, right? It's always except this, except that. We didn't do this, or didn't do that, or didn't jump through this fiery hoop or that fiery hoop. It just gets frustrating. I accidentally said the name of the company 3 times in the last 30 seconds. We had to cut. Can't do it. Here's what would be great. Before it buys the warranty, if the company would have said, we need to see your maintenance records to let you know what we're going to cover and not cover based on those maintenance records. Here's the thing I do know. This is a 2005. It's been over 60 months, since a coolant service was supposed to be done. That's years ago, right? So clearly they could have said, well, you haven't done this coolant flush, so the cooling system's not covered, right? And that would have been like, okay, well, cooling system's not covered. That sucks, but maybe I still want it. Maybe I don't want it, right? Maybe I'm not going to buy it now. But that would have been straightforward. Would have been more work from their part, as opposed to wait until it's done, the thing's failed, and now they go, well, we're going to need to see those maintenance records. Well, those maintenance, those things weren't even there when you sold it to them.
Yep.
Right?
And you said it was covered.
And you said it was covered. So that's a problem for me, you know, and I really, this is for you people that are out there that are looking at buying these warranties, and you need to do your due diligence. And here's what I'm going to recommend to you. Always do this. When somebody brings a warranty into us and they're like, we're looking to purchase this, right? And you know, it used to be in the old days they had actual paperwork they would bring in. Today it's online. But what we do is, I'm not going to what's covered. Everybody's going to look at what's covered, right? And it's going to list a gazillion things that are covered. It's going to list things that are never going to break. I always use the rod example. The rods are covered in the engine, right? Unless they break because of an oiling issue. Well, you guys know out there, you mechanics out there know, technicians out there know that rod's just not going to magically break. Something else is causing that. So it doesn't. It's covered, but not really, right? So here's what you always want to look at. What's not covered? There is going to be a paragraph or probably a page that says what's not covered. You want to go straight to that. What happens if, right, your air conditioner compressor fails? Do they cover the dryer? Do they cover the other components that need to be done? They're going to say that they cover the dryer in the what's covered part of it. But then in the what's not covered, you know, they're going to tell you not going to cover things that are damaged due to other failures. So compressor goes bad, you need to put an accumulator on it. Accumulator's not covered. Labor for the accumulator's not covered, right? Taxes aren't included. Shop supplies won't be included. The lubricants may not be included. Fluids may not be, lubricants and fluids, right? Not included. This stuff adds up. So you think you're going in and paying a $50 deductible or a $100 deductible or zero deductible, and you walk out the door and all of a sudden you're paying $400, $500, $600 because of all the little stuff that they don't pay. Yep. And it's okay if you know that going in, but it really sucks when you have paid the money for this thing, whether it be monthly or $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 for a warranty, and then you go in and like, man,
we're the bad guys.
And then we're the bad guys, yeah, because the clients look at us. It's like we're here for you. We want to go. We want to. We're your advocates. We're going to go fight for every penny we can get from them. But at the end of the day, it's a contract that you signed with them. And I totally get it. When you sign a contract, you are responsible for it. You should have done your due diligence on that contract, which is what this video is about. Do your due diligence. And for you technicians out there, I hope you've watched this far, because here's the thing. We're doing a big video, hopefully fairly soon. We have got a spreadsheet that one of my guys in St. Mary's is doing. He's the one that deals with the warranties, and he is timing how long he spends on every phone call with all the different warranty companies that we deal with. We will name them on those because we're not going to say anything bad. We're just going to give you data on how much time did it actually take for us to deal with them. Because a lot of times what clients, what you car owners out there don't understand is shops sometimes spend hours on the phone. And I mean, when I say hours, I mean hours on the phone with these warranty companies, trying to get them to pay for your car repair. We have to pay somebody to be on the phone. Now, luckily, we're blessed to be able to say we've got, to have the ability to have a person that can do that can sit there and be on the phone with them, right? But a lot of shops don't have that person. A lot of shops, it's the technician that's working on your car that's now sitting on the phone, right? Or it's the service advisor that's on the phone. Or it's the owner that's on the phone.
Or sending out the adjuster and the tech's got to rack it all up and bring it in.
Bring it back in and redo it, right?
Compressor job.
And that is, time that those people can't get back. And, I know people just think that, shops make millions of dollars. Listen, we don't, right? And a technician that's working on a car, what if it's a one-man shop? You're dealing with a one-man shop. You've got a good relationship with your technician. He's worked on your car forever. He worked on your parents' cars or whatever, and you're dealing with him, and he's a one-man show. And he's in there working on your car, and he's doing what's best for you. Now he's got to get on the phone. We literally were on the phone. This is no exaggeration. We were on the phone with one warranty company. We don't have this on the spreadsheet because this is several years ago. We were on this phone on hold for 8 hours. On 8 hours. That was one day. The next day, we told the client we're on the phone for 8 hours with them. They never did come back. We had to go home, right? The next day we called them. We were on hold for 4 hours, and the client called them at the same time to try to get him to answer. He was on hold for 4 hours. So that's a total of 16 hours on hold, right? Waiting for these people. You know what that is? You know what we call that? That's a war of attrition. Who's giving up first? right? Who's giving up first? Oh, well, we've set them on hold for 16 hours. They're going to give up and we won't have to pay it, right? I'm not saying that's what all warranty companies do. That's an extreme case, but it's a real case. But it's just something to think about for all you car owners out there, and for all you technicians out there who look for that video on how long we spend. And we'd love for you car owners to watch that too, so you know what we deal with as shops with these warranty companies. So again, not all of them suck. Some of them are good. I'm going to say the CarMax again is a really good one. But just be on the lookout for you guys. All right. Appreciate it. Hope you like this. I know this is kind of a little weird content, but something just struck us real quick. If you like us, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.